So welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. Everyone who's here live and everyone that's watching this as a replay. Welcome to the Heartshine Tapping Circle. And today we're going to be talking about and meditating on tapping on the topic of resistance to asking for help. So what I'd like to do before we actually get into tapping, and we're going to do a short meditation, what I would like to do is to just invite you all now just to consider just tuning in to your inner child, or if you don't like the idea of inner child, just like the part of yourself that might be feeling resistance when you even just think about needing help, asking for help, or even just receiving help. Because sometimes it's not a matter of asking for help, but actually difficulty receiving help. And maybe you could even think about a recent time when this was an issue for you, the most recent time possibly, just to get an actual example. And while you're tuning into that, what I want to do is I actually want to just share with you, from my perspective, where this is coming from, and in the work that I do myself and with my clients, and in the trainings that I give in my mastermind for reparenting the inner child. We use something to guide us called the Children's Bill of Rights, which is created by Amanda Curtin, who is a very gifted therapist, and created this Children's Bill of Rights to help guide her clients through healing childhood trauma. And so what I want to do is I just want to share with you before we get started, one of the Children's Bill of Rights, which I think is really relevant to this topic. And let me just share my screen real quick. And I'm just going to pop up the Bill of Rights here on the screen. And you can see that there's actually 10, but I'm just going to focus on the last one here. And if you ever come into any of my trainings or mastermind, you'll get to go into all these much deeper. But let's just talk about number 10, which is you have the right, your inner child has the right to not be expected to perform beyond your developmental stage. Okay, this is a children's right that we work with a lot in inner child work. So I want you to just think about this, and you can think about this in terms of the child in actual childhood, what that could possibly have meant for yourself or for people that you might know, your clients, your friends. Just, the idea that everyone needs to have a learning process when they're learning something new, and they need to be provided with the resources and the help to be able to go through a process that is healthy in order to learn something or to accomplish something new. Okay. So, and so this is something I just want you to consider, is that if in childhood there were belief systems in place or messaging, whether it was direct or indirect, that it wasn't okay to ask for help. Like, it wasn't okay for you to not need a process, and maybe even, in fact, you were expected to perform beyond your developmental stage, whatever that might be. And even in adulthood, I see this showing up for lots of people, where they feel like that they should just know something already and be perfect at it, before they actually start practicing or trying it. That's just really common. Many people feel this way. So this is one possible reason why a person might have trouble asking for help or even receiving help, because if the messaging was that you should know it already, or you shouldn't need help, or you should just be perfect at this right now, then that could maybe feel not safe, possibly, to ask for or even receive help. Okay. Yeah, and so also Richard mentions Erik Erikson is the creator of developmental stages. Yeah, so good to check out lots of resources on this topic. So definitely check out in the chat here. You can see Richard's comment if you want to check out Erik Erikson. Other reasons that we might have trouble asking for help is that perhaps there was a scenario in which we did ask for help, right? We did ask for help, and then we were possibly shamed or blamed, or our needs were inconvenient for someone. And then we took it, again, whether it was direct or indirect, because I want to be really clear about this, is that trauma is actually our response to an experience. So sometimes we think that trauma has to be something terrible, that's a crisis, or like it's a really obvious bad thing that happened. But many times there's this subtle form of trauma where perhaps there's an experience in which maybe there wasn't a parent or a caregiver or someone in a child's life might have had a response to them. It wasn't necessarily meant to be abusive or meant to be even neglectful, but the child had a response to that experience and took on a belief. And it could be even something as simple as, you know, a parent being stressed out about just regular life and that child feeling like their needs were inconvenient. And so asking for help, and then maybe in a moment feeling like, oh, my needs are a problem, I shouldn't need help. And then they create their own belief like, well, I shouldn't need help. When I need help, it makes mom stressed, you know, and then so I'm causing a problem. So that can lead to a belief, a belief that gets neurologically hardwired, and then it just shows up as a pattern over and over in life. And then in adulthood, all of a sudden, here we are in life, and you know, we're trying to navigate life, whether it's personal life, business life, whatever. And we do need help. Like we need help with stuff, right? Like we can't do everything ourselves. And so it's important to be able to know when it's healthy to ask for help, and also being able to receive it and not feel guilty about it. So there's a lot of little different complexities there, right? So anyway, like I said, I'm just throwing out some possibilities for you. But what I would like for you to do right now is to go ahead and type in the chat, if you would, for me. Can you, if you want to share any like specific ways in which you find yourself resisting help? Maybe you know the reason why. Maybe you've already pinpointed that, or maybe it's just a sensation in your body when you think about asking for help or receiving help. Maybe you feel it in your body. So go ahead and type that in the chat and share it with me if you would. And I can make it more personal for the group. Okay. All right. So, and even if you don't have anything necessarily pinpointed here, just be open and curious to the possibility of receiving some information while we're tapping and meditating. And you don't necessarily have to know exactly what your issue is. The beauty of tapping is, in a group especially, is we get borrowed benefits. So even if you don't know what you need to shift or transform, just tapping with a group or tapping along with me is going to help you get borrowed benefits. You're going to shift something. Okay. So let's just start with some tapping just to get energy moving, everybody. We're going to tap on the side of the hand. Okay. Oh, I see some comments are coming in. Okay, so we have tapping on the side of the hand, everybody. And so we've got some comments here. Growing up with a single parent. And so this is creating an expectation from the parent, like I want to do it myself. Yeah, right, just one parent, so I don't want to be a bother, and I just want to do this stuff, do it myself. So I'm not a bother. And I just I threw that in. I don't know if that's your exact issue, but that's probably something most people can relate to. We also have, if you don't know things right away or recall the information, you're dumb. And that's embarrassing. Yeah, right? That obviously there were experiences in childhood that taught us that asking, you know, for things to be repeated, not being able to instantly recall information and being judged and feeling embarrassed by that. So wanting to hide that, not wanting to admit that I need some help. So, okay, we also have A couple of people wanted to co-host with you, Richard, and they weren't able to, so you didn't ask anyone else? Okay. You didn't keep trying. Okay. Yeah, that's a really good specific example. Oh, so growing up in a family of 12. Oh yeah, I mean, my gosh, those parents must have been completely overwhelmed. You really just kind of have to fend for yourself, right? They didn't have a lot of time. These are really good examples. So, okay, thanks for sharing, everyone. Then. So let's just get some tapping going. We're just going to do group tapping. We're going to throw in everyone's issue, and I'm going to throw in some examples as well that are just stuff that I've heard clients say and things like that. Take a deep breath. And even though it may not be easy for me to ask for help, and it may not be easy for me to receive help, because I have a lot of evidence from my past. I have a lot of reasons why it's not safe to ask for help, or why I shouldn't ask for help. So it's just easier to do things myself. It's easier to hide my needs. It's easier to just struggle on my own than to admit that I need help, to ask for help, and to receive that help. I'm open to the possibility that this could shift, even though it's not safe to ask for help, to receive help. I hold myself in compassion for everything I've been through and the impact it's had on me. Even though it still might not be safe to ask for help when I need help, to receive help, to have needs, to ask for resources. I am willing to consider this might not always be true. And this might be an opportunity to change my story. Let's just start tapping through the points now. So I just want everyone to first, before we get into some language, let's just take some breaths and tune into your body as we tap through the points. And as you tune in to your body, we're just tapping through the points. We're going to the eyebrow now. Can you notice any tension, any sensations? We're on the side of the eye. Anything in your body at all that you can notice under the eye. And you can actually go at your own pace if you just want to do your own. Tap on, if you find a point you really like, you can stay there. Tune into your body and just notice as we breathe and tap. And as we breathe and tap, we're sending signals of safety to our nervous system. So it's safe to notice this resistance in the body that comes up when I think about asking for, needing help. And just notice, where do you feel it in your body? Maybe it's your chest. Maybe it's your stomach. Keep tapping through the points. Wherever that is in your body, bring your attention there and just breathe. I'm just going to finish this round Not trying to fix or change anything. Just being present. Being present to your body, to your emotions, what's coming up right now. Good. We'll just tap under the arms. And then why don't we go to the side of the hand now? What I'm going to have you do is tap with your non-dominant hand on the side of the hand. And we're just going to open up a dialogue with your body part, whatever part of your body you noticed any stress, tension, sensation in. And if you didn't notice it, that's okay. Just guess if you did notice something in your body, where would it be? We're just going to go with that. And we're just going to open up a dialogue now. And I'm just going to speak to your part of self that's expressing through your body right now, just for a moment. If you'll just allow yourself to receive this. So, listen, body, I hear you. I get it. I'm here now, and I feel what you're feeling. And I'm listening to you. And I'm present right here, right now with you. No matter what this is, I'm here. And I'm not going anywhere. I want you to know that I'm sorry if I haven't been paying attention to you. I'm sorry. Maybe I've been frustrated with you. And I've been trying to get you to just get over it. And I haven't been noticing how scared you are, and how upset you are, and how mad you are, or whatever it is you're feeling. I haven't been listening. I have not been acknowledging your pain. And I know you've just been trying to protect me. Whatever you're feeling is okay. I'm here right now to listen. Breath now. So just want now you to allow this part of you to respond. Just listen. And allow whatever response comes up. Just allow it to be there. We're just going to take a couple breaths here as you tune into the response that your body is having. Whatever that is for you, it's different for everyone. And just stay here for a few more breaths and just let you continue to listen to the response. And when you're ready, switch hands. Still on the side of the hand. Now you're tapping with your dominant hand. And you might like to respond back to this part of yourself. Whatever you might like to say in response. Just continue to provide your support unconditionally. Unconditional support, love, compassion, empathy. Perhaps there's an opportunity now to ask, what would you need in order to feel safe asking for help? What would that be if there was a need? What can I do to make you feel safer? and just listen. And just don't judge whatever comes up, whatever you hear or perceive. The response is, sometimes it can be surprising. Good. Okay, we're gonna just start tapping now again through the points, and I'm just gonna give you a little language. And if this doesn't apply to you, if it doesn't land for you, that's okay. You can adjust it for yourself. Listen, body, I'm gonna do my best to fulfill whatever needs you have. I'm going to do my best to help you feel safe now. I know in the past, bad stuff happened. It wasn't safe to have needs. It wasn't safe to ask for help. It didn't work. It ended up being bad consequences for needing help, for asking for help. I know it happened in the past, and I'm sorry that happened, but I'm here now. And if you're willing to come into the present with me, I promise to protect you from whatever happened in the past. I'm here now and I'm in charge. I'm the adult here. And I have resources. And I have agency. And whenever we need help, we can get it. We can ask for it. We can receive it. And it's safe. Because I'm here now. And I'm going to protect you. So if you're willing to come into the present with me, I could really use your help. Because you are a beautiful part of me. And I need you. I need you for all the beautiful gifts that you bring. All the talents that you have. Your creativity. Your enthusiasm. Your uniqueness. I need you. Please come into the present with me. And I promise I'm committed to doing whatever it takes to protect you, to keep you safe. And we can ask for the help that we need and that we deserve. People want to help us. People like to help us. It feels good to receive help. There are so many people out there that want to support us, that want us to succeed. They want us to do well. And when we receive help from them, it makes them feel good. They feel good because they got to help us. That's a win-win. All right, everyone, just tune in. Let's just tap on the collarbones. Tune into your body again and just notice. Has there been any shifts, any changes, anything? Did you get any information? Did you get any responses? And if you need to, you might not need to, but you can write it down if you have a journal next to you, just so you can remember this later. You're probably going to want to keep working on this, whatever came up for you. Right? If you want to type in the chat something specific, go ahead. We're just going to do a couple more rounds before we end with a quick meditation. And some of you came up in the middle, so you might be a little lost, but it's okay. Just keep tapping with us. It's all good. All right, so what we want to do now is, as you're tapping on the collarbone points, I just want you to imagine, you can close your eyes if you're able, that you are reaching out your hand, and we're now the body sensation, the body part of self is actually a child. It was a child expressing through the body, because that's where the inner child lives. And you're reaching out your hand to this child part, and you're just extending that invitation. Come into the present with me. Come into the present with me now. It's safe. We're going to do lots of awesome things together. We're going to accomplish really awesome stuff together. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun together. Yeah, it's safe. It's safe to have help. People want to help us. It's fun when we get help. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make you feel safe. Whenever you need me, just let me know, and I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to make sure you feel safe and protected, because I'm here now, and there's nobody here but me, and I'm protecting you. Let's just put your hand on your heart center now and just breathe, and just close up that dialogue. You can return to it whenever you need to. And we'll just end here with a quick heart coherence as you brought your inner child part into your heart center. Just take some breaths in and out through the heart center. Just imagine that there is a beautiful light radiating from your heart center, shining out in all directions. It's this beautiful light of compassion, connecting you with the field, connecting you to everyone in your field, in your immediate field, your home, your community. You can send it out as far as you want to go, to your country, your continent, the whole world, out into the universe, as far as you can go. You're collapsing time and space here. Fully bringing that part of yourself into your heart center. And just letting love radiate from every cell in your body. Just bathing your entire body in the feeling of love and appreciation. Just take another deep breath and start to just bring that beautiful light. We're bringing it back into the body. Drawing your energy back into your body, into the present moment, into the room that you're in. Moving that beautiful light down slowly. It's going to move down from the heart center to right about where your navel is. And as you see that light down in front of the navel. Imagine that it is starting to spin clockwise. It's spinning, and as it's spinning, it's getting smaller and brighter. And smaller and smaller and even brighter until it turns into a tiny energy pill. You're going to tuck it inside your body. Start to bring your eyes back into the room, nice and slow. Rub your hands together. We're gonna build up some chi here and then just massage this energy into your face, like in the shape of a heart around the forehead, down the sides to the chin. Good, and then massage your ears from the top to the bottom. Just a couple more times. Stretch up with your arms. Take a deep breath. Exhale, float your arms down. Okay, wonderful. All right, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed that tapping and meditation. I know it was a real quick one, but hopefully whatever came up for you, now you got you started on this. Maybe you got some answers from your inner child or some guidance, and you can keep working on this issue of learning to let it be safe to ask for and receive help moving forward. So thanks everyone for being here. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the recording for the YouTube, and then I'm going to let everyone stay for Q&A for a few minutes.